The Poetry of the Pain Cave. Legend of Courtney Dauwalter. This is no allegory of Plato, no shadows stretching on walls alone. This is headlamp halo flickers on stones and distance running, turning trails into war zones. Early humans stepped into darkness with fire and nerve, charcoal fingers sketching a language they couldn't preserve with word. Ultrarunners also step into darkness, but with a bib and a grin, and carve their story where the hurt begins. They call it the Pain Cave. I call it humanity's first canvas. Same silence, same echo, same bargain with the mammoth. Summer of 2023, Courtney Dauwalter walked in with a smile so bright it could substitute for a torch. 10 weeks later, she walked out with 3 murals no one had ever dared to paint in one season, not plural. Mural 1, Western States. California dawn yawns open, and the Sierras cough up heat like a kiln. Dust everywhere, gold dust, sun rust, canyons breathing fire across the hills. She moves like a sunbeam that learned to suffer, river at her thigh, rapids licking at the quads. Auburn pulls like gravity, a vacuum of space, no noise, no air pods. Every mile a mark, ochre grit across the rock of her resolve. Every climb a line, spine upright while the switchbacks resign. Western States is a furnace, yes, but furnaces are where metals learn their names. She exits the first chamber branded, proof that heat reveals, not shames. On the cave wall, a sunburst animal, part antelope, part engine, mid-stride, horns made of headwind, eyes made of won't be denied. She signs it with salt and keeps the torch alive. Mural 2, Hardrock. From fire to air so thin, it turns lungs into chisels, chipping out every atom of O2. San Juans, ragged altar, this altitude can kill you. She climbs into a high alcove, only stubborn souls can reach, where blizzards learn their letters and lightning comes to preach. Oxygen is sparse, but the view is plentiful. Her cadence turns into a cue, each breath incremental. Snowfields scrape her shins, and granite bleeds her dry, but she bargains with the mountain. The enemy is the ally. Hardrock is a handshake with a cliff that doesn't bend. It asks, are you still an artist if the canvas never ends? Courtney smiles, that big reckless childlike grin, as if suffering were a hallway, and she's happy to walk in. On the cave wall, a mountain goat with comets in its coat, standing on a knife-edge ledge, singing altitude by rote. A watercolor sky, willpower for paint, framed in a ring of stone. She hangs her second masterpiece and heads for the unknown. Mural 3, UTMB. Now the cave opens into cathedral, the Alps, Mont Blanc, a vaulting night. France again, where our species learned to tell the truth in flickers of firelight. Chauvet's ghosts are listening, ancient deers in the dark. Paleolithic hands are clapping as cowbells spark runners to embark. UTMB is ice and thunder, glacier breath across the face. Villages like candles, bringing hope to the Sisyphean race. Here, her footfalls are brushstrokes, her headlamp a shooting star. She paints with frost and midnight. Chamonix becomes memoir. Crowds chant a hymn she laughs at, joy tucked in those loose long shorts, and still she drills the tunnel deeper through the bedrock of the sport. No one, man or woman, ever hung these 3 in one swift summer. But rules are just the empty wall before a genius finds the color. On the cave ceiling, a white-hide dragon circling the mountain's crown, spine of ice, lungs are clouds, bowing as she lays it down, trifecta complete. Now watch her set the torch aside, let darkness bloom and flush. The oldest art was made this way, with breath, with ache, with brush. The first artists painted bison so their tribe could face the hunt. This artist paints her miles so the rest of us won't shunt our own unlit interiors. These rooms we're scared to see. She shows us how to open them, decorate, and be. Fire, air, and ice, heat, altitude, and night, 3 elements, 1 summer, a combination of might. Western states, the furnace where the metal found its name. Hardrock, thin air scripture, carved in lung and frame. UTMB, the origin, where story learned to stay. And Courtney signed the guest book in the oldest human way. We leave the cave together now, our pupils wide with proof. Limits are just blank rock faces, waiting on your truth. Remember the silence, the shadow, the flame. Remember the woman that said, "Let's see." Remember the ancient art in our heart and the new wing added to humanity's gallery.